right.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Bring the Juice podcast. Again, we are on an away game today at Dallas with Mykal Walker as the co-host. Mike, how are you?
It's almost becoming regular.
Wow.
Almost becoming regular.
Can I stop announcing this before episodes?
It's almost becoming regular. No, it's almost becoming regular.
First we gonna rock, then we gonna fold, then we let it pop, don't let it go.
I think you should be all right next time. No, we're going to try it out. Anyways, today we got Donald Parham from the San Diego. I almost said San Diego. Los Angeles Chargers, bro. Fuck, bro. We were talking about Dean Rogers and shit. Great dude. Los Angeles Chargers tight end. Just signed a new deal. Congratulations, by the way.
I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Let's talk about your journey, bro. We were just talking about D1 AA football transitioning to the league. Tell us about where you went, what that vibe was, and how it's different than the Los Angeles Chargers.
Well, it was cool, man.
Couple tequilas.
It's a very small school, about 3,000 to 4,000 people.
Damn. So everyone knows everyone.
No, yeah, facts. And so it's like there was one more guy that came out to the league, Donald Parham.
Okay.
Actually in XFL right now, but he kind of paid the way for me to make it out. And but yeah, I mean, I bounced around a lot. I didn't get drafted. I was in a rookie minicamp with Detroit. Then I went to Washington's training camp.
Okay.
And then I got cut after that, and then I was just kind of at home for a while, for a few months, and then the XFL called in, what was that, 2020?
Okay. COVID year.
Yeah. So that's when they got shut down after like 5 games. Then the Chargers hit me up, and I've been there since.
Damn.
Okay.
So you got the opportunity, and you striked with irons hot, and shit's taking advantage of it.
Absolutely.
God,
Had to.
I mean, kudos to you, bro, because like anything, especially coming from a small school, like all you need is a shot at the end of the day.
Yeah, opportunity.
And you've taken advantage of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, me and Mike, we are short enough to where we can have our microphones on the table. Donald is too tall, so he has to hold his.
Hey, 6'8". Did you think you were a basketball player? Or like, what was going on?
Yeah. Hey,
On
good
basketball
question,
round,
Mike.
Like, 6'8", dude.
Like, hindsight is always 20/20, and it's like, dang, should I have stuck with basketball? But it's like, I'm making my name.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I got to do.
Things worked out.
You know what I'm saying?
Did
So,
you play
yeah.
both in college?
Yeah. No, not college, high school.
High school.
Okay.
All right. So coming out of high school, though, like, I mean, you had to have a little bit of love for basketball offer-wise.
Nah, yeah, because I would play it like, with the team that was at school. They
Right.
have me, open gym, that kind of thing. And
Right.
play, but I never.
Windmill dunking, chilling.
Your high school made you the center.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Right.
There it is, right
So,
there.
yeah, I mean, it was cool, though. I'm glad I made the decision to play football.
Well, I mean, football's just better in my opinion, but
yeah.
it's a bigger flex. But I mean, okay, but like let's just talk from a financial and like a investment in your body, essentially. Football's obviously a bigger risk by a shit ton.
Absolutely.
But basketball at the same time, I mean, 6'8's a good size.
My thing is the wear and tear. 82 games a year. Even in college, you're playing 40-something games.
Versus 18?
12. In college football, we play 12.
College football. Well,
Yeah, 10, 12.
FCS like 12, yeah.
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 It was 11.
11
you
unless
know
you
what
make
I'm
the playoffs and all that shit.
And even in college basketball, you're playing 40.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you're just
Right.
constantly jumping. Like, your knees got to be...
No, yeah.
Yeah, like, I think the wear and tear almost like... I almost honestly think it might be worse in some positions to play basketball than football. That's just my honest opinion.
I'm not a very good basketball player.
Yeah.
5'8" white guy, and I speed's my thing. I learned about 5th grade. I couldn't make a layup, and I was good at every other sport. So I was like, you know what, man,
Forget
I'm
basketball.
cool. I'm cool off this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love playing horse, bro. Love that shit, bro. I'm good at like the hook shot, the like oh, you gotta bounce then go in.
Yeah.
Like I'm good at all that. Or
All the trick shots,
You on the
right.
back side of the backboard and you gotta go
Over
you gotta
the
go
top.
over and then
Yeah.
go in.
Yeah.
I'm great at those. Actually, growing up, I feel like Theo Vaughn saying this, bro, but like hey, growing up, we used to have this little like this black top, and there was a little smudge of grease in the middle of the street, and I used to be able to drain threes when it was down at like 7.5 feet. Bro, I'm talking just like muscle memory mechanics, lob that bitch up and make it maybe 7 out of 10 times, bro.
Wow.
There you go. He was getting right there.
Right.
No, bro, like I'm not a basketball player, but like that was my shit at one point in life, bro. So I appreciated it. But no, 6'8's tall as shit,
Yeah,
man.
it's
I mean,
big.
like we had Baby Gronk on today, which we can get into, we cannot get into. But all I'm saying is like his dad, his Jake, was talking about like, we're hoping to get to 6'1", and my counter, Mike, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Yeah, whatever. But I'm saying poofy hair. But I'm saying like 6'1", and this sounds fucking crazy coming from a 5'8" guy. That's really not that crazy. If you're if you're gonna call yourself Baby Gronk, you better be 6'8".
Yeah. Right.
And I mean, you're 6'8". Like I'm just thinking about how you see the world, bro. It's different.
It is. I mean, it's a different perspective, but I mean, it gives you the opportunity to see everything. So, you know,
Literally.
What landed you at tight end? All the positions of football. What brought you to football in the first place? I think just being like, were you tall? Were you always the tallest kid, or did you get the late growth spurt?
I hit a late-ish growth spurt.
Okay.
I grew like 4 or 5 inches over a summer in like 10th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about me too. 5'2" to 5'7" for me.
Yeah. So it was kind of crazy. But I chose football because everybody's my height in the league, in NBA. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of like I'd be
different.
average height, you know what I'm saying? It'd be a different stigma around me if I go play football. So,
Right.
Okay.
So yeah.
Was it receiver first, and then
Yeah. It was receiver. I played receiver and D end.
Lob that bitch up.
In high school.
throw it up? Huh?
I mean, I know we're not basketball players here, but I'm just thinking like, again, this is a hot take. I feel really bad talking about this, but I feel like basketball, yes, they're dogs. LeBron James, insane athlete. He could probably do some
It's
thick
soft. Is what it is.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go that route. I was just gonna say, if like I know so many dudes with handles that could drain threes, that had bounce pass behind the back, all this shit. But guess what? They're 5'10".
Yeah.
And I know there is those few like needles in a haystack where you could be a dude in the NBA. In today's NBA though, like Steph Curry's like kind of short.
He's short.
Yeah.
I mean, what is he?
My height.
He's 6'3", 6'4". That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, he's short. Like, so basketball, and especially, what's the dude's name? Taco, the super tall dude.
Taco Fall.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is he?
Like
7 something.
I went to high school with a 7-footer, Robert Upshaw, bro. I don't know where he's at these days, but for high school basketball games, it was lit.
yeah.
And it was lit for high school basketball. He never made it, which also makes you think, bro, if you're 7 feet, you better fucking go to the NBA. What the
Yeah,
fuck
you're
are you
7
doing,
foot.
bro?
There's not too many 7 footers
right,
out
you
there.
really
Yeah.
have no
But
excuse.
I do think, as awesome of a game basketball is, I don't want to say it's easier to go than other sports, but pretty much if you're 6'4" and up, that's pretty much your competition. Football, well, there's guys 5'6", 5'8", 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot, 6'8".
Yeah.
Who's the tallest dude in the league? Are you? You're probably up there, damn near.
We're probably up there. Yeah, I don't know.
Probably close.
Yeah, you're probably up there.
God damn, hot take. Donald, we got him. Yep, got him.
So, college football. Coming out of high school, where'd you want to go? Where'd you think you were going? Like, what was your mindset coming out of high school?
Just kind of wherever I could go because I wasn't highly recruited out of high school. Because
What'd you weigh?
I was like maybe 200 pounds when I came out.
6'8", 200. But still, I feel like there's enough colleges out there to be like, hey, this dude's got a frame.
You would think.
Let's just give him some chocolate milk and some shit.
You would think, but nah, it was because I was kind of on the fence between playing defensive end and receiver.
Okay.
So it was just kind of like, where would I fit?
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, it was just kind of whatever I could pick up.
Uh-huh.
And then I landed at Stetson. So
How was that? How was your college experience?
it was cool. I went for 3.5 years. It was, like I said, a small school, so it wasn't, too much, too fast. A lot of the big schools for like a small town guy like me, like
Right.
so it becomes a lot. Your mindset changes and stuff like that. But no, it was cool, man.
Did you guys ever make the D1 AA playoff?
No.
No.
Okay.
We were like middle of the pack throughout our whole.
What's like an average? Give me like a game day atmosphere, like 20,000 people, 2,000 people, 200 people,
morning game, like what you,
homecoming, rival.
So you might like the average game. You might get about 700 to 800 in attendance.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Damn.
you're right.
Hey, you said it. Damn, bro.
Imagine
That
the
is
shot.
ass.
I go to Washington training camp, and there's that many people on the sideline at
Practice.
Yeah.
Probably more.
So I was like, oh wow. So yeah, but nah, it was like our homecomings were pretty lit. About a few thousand in attendance.
You'd hit 4 figures.
Yeah. It was.
So, all right, that's a good. But you talked about it. Great example.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're used to playing in these games of call it 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first like game day? I know practice is one thing. Obviously, the league, the NFL brings a certain amount of pressure, whatever you want to call it. Butterflies. What was your first like? Oh shit, bro! Like, there's a lot of people here to watch me play today. Experience, especially playing on the Chargers. I mean, SoFi is lit, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's fire. But I think first experience would probably be training camp, preseason. We were playing in Baltimore. And
In Baltimore?
No, in Washington.
Okay.
And we ran out the tunnel. I was like, I could hear the whole crowd. God, holy crap. And then it was like, I don't know, as soon as kickoff happened, it was like, all right, bet, let's go.
Yeah, playing football.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's time to play.
Well, you don't even hear that shit once you get to a certain like level.
Like, once you're locked in, it's like you don't even know what's going on.
It's actually crazy how you don't hear it.
Right.
Yeah. Literally, like tune all that out. Like you hear it on the sideline, you go in the game. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Right. If you're just chilling, it's like, oh shit, it's fucking.
No,
Yeah.
As soon as you're off on the sideline and you just
You look, you get
turn
water.
around.
Offense is out. You're on
Yeah.
defense. Like, it's fucking loud in here,
hear
bro.
nothing. What'd
Yeah.
you say? What'd you say? So yeah. But yeah, it's cool, man.
So talk to us about the Chargers. I mean, now fast forward. Obviously, you're blessed. You make it to the NFL. You're from a small school. You get to the Chargers. You just signed back. Like, what's the expectations?
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, that's big time.
sure.
Big time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
You see the hat?
Chargers are really cool. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm building a better relationship with them.
Good.
So we'll see. What's happening going on down the line. But as for the experience, I feel like it was the right opportunity for me coming out of the XFL. They were so welcoming of me, and then the coaches around me that I had my first year, they, basically broke it down to me, gave me what I needed to be a pro, and then I just kind of carried that on.
Okay.
Donald, going from, so you went obviously D1AA, you get your shots in the league, you hit the XFL. And then you went back to the NFL. Let's talk about that transition of like, hey, obviously the goal of any football player in life, nobody dreams of, I can't wait to play in the Canadian League. Not hating on the Canadian League at all.
Yeah.
You want to play in the league, NFL. But going from like having those opportunities on NFL rosters, and then I don't want to call it regressing to the XFL, but like that transition, like, did you feel a sense of like, damn, like my pride's tainted because it's not the NFL, or were you more looking at like, hey, I know I could hang, let me go get some tape, ball the fuck out, do my thing, and get back on a roster?
So it was more of like this is a stepping stone in my journey.
Right.
I was feeling so highly of myself just because I was like on the rosters, or what I mean, like in the camps and stuff like that. So, and I feel like God kind of put me through that situation just so I could become better, mentally and physically.
Everything's a journey. Totally.
Facts. So it was just kind of like I needed that time to, get in touch with God and pray more and feel out what I wanted to do, and then also have a plan to do it.
Right.
So it was just kind of like I had to go to the XFL and absolutely just like
Be lights out.
do what I did in college.
Right.
I had record breakers and
Just tear it
stuff
up.
like that. Just
Right.
absolutely just
Humble brag. We like
Tear
it.
it up. Tear it
Let
up.
them know. Let them know, Donald.
So it was just it was necessary for me.
Right. Part of the journey.
So we train together. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's my guy. He's a dog.
sure.
I got the privilege to train with your brother. I mean, he's a dog. His brother's huge. Let me tell you.
How tall are you? 6'8"?
Not height wise. Like he's jacked. Like his brother was like he's a linebacker.
Donald looks pretty good
FAU.
Nah,
Yeah, but you gotta see his brother.
My brother's
Yeah.
way,
Are you older though?
yeah.
So
If you wrestled, who'd win?
he would.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
All right, go ahead, Mike.
So as no, for 100%, dude's brother, like I'm looking at him.
He's at FAU?
Yeah, FAU.
No, he's at Robert Morris.
Robert Morris. Okay, he were all FAUs. No, what's up, Robert Morris? Anyways, regardless of that, this dude right now, he's coming up right now. Talk to me about that. Like, do you feel like that sense of like I'm big bro, I got to show him the ropes, or like how did he give you motivation to keep going?
Absolutely, and because his dreams are to become an NFL player, it's like I have to do everything I can to show him
that you can make it.
You know, that he can make it, and
right?
That what it takes to make it.
Totally.
So I feel like I'd have to be that example for him because college, man, it's rough. You can lose a lot of kids in that transition between. So yeah, I feel like I have to try and be the best I can for him.
Yeah, that's respect. I respect that a lot. I definitely seen that dynamic while we were training together and stuff. Sure. So yeah, it's definitely dope. I mean, he definitely seems a good kid. He's on the right track. I mean, like you break it down to him, man, the league's hard.
Facts.
It's hard getting the league.
It's a business, man.
Absolutely.
What has been your biggest football is a business, not a sport anymore moment?
When I got released from Washington.
Talk to me about it.
So I went to the training camp. I got cut after training camp. They brought me back week 2 for practice squad.
Okay.
And that was just kind of like, okay, this is my opportunity, to get back in.
Be a dude, yeah.
It was like, but we're going to have to release you after this week.
That's mentally a lot.
Because of the numbers thing,
Yeah.
Shit.
So that's when I realized I was like, okay, yeah. It's more than just getting here. It's more like, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
So
and what people don't understand is like you play tight end, okay? Mm-hmm. We might release you not because we brought another tight end in, because we need a cornerback.
We need somebody
you know what I'm saying?
Whole other side of the
we
ball.
might need a kicker or a punter or something like that. So you have to,
it's insane.
How hard is it to? And Mike, I know you've, knock on wood, you've had a great NFL career. You're blessed. I'm very proud of you. But we talked to Sean today. McEwen about he's Dallas Cowboys tight end, and he talked about the importance of like special teams, owning your role. And I just think, and I say this with anything. Like one thing I try to do with Bring the Juice is correlate the elite mindset it takes to chase greatness as an NFL player, and to the business owner, the father, the husband, the brother, the employee, whatever the fuck it is, the guy trying to be the best version of himself he could possibly be. Like, your mindsets of approaching certain situations are very similar.
Right.
But at the end of the day, one thing I've learned from my football career that I've been able to translate is the bigger asset you could be to your company, which essentially is an NFL team at this point,
100%.
They're going to keep you around.
Absolutely.
So how in those experiences have you said, yo, I need to be able, maybe I got to be on fucking punt team. I got to be a KOR, I'm not gonna say a gunner, but like some shit. You might have to go. You have to go fuck up somebody. Like, what is your? How are you gonna be How are you such an asset to the LA Chargers now? I mean, is it because you're 6'8"? Is it because you've experienced the grit of going to Washington, getting cut, understanding the numbers game, going to the XFL? Oh shit, that's not as good as I want it to be, but I got to prove myself back in the league, and I'm here to stay. What's your it factor?
I'd say just my overall threat on offense. I was fortunate enough not to have to do a whole lot of special teams just because, 6'8", running down the field, kickoff, that doesn't
looks crazy.
Right.
Looks crazy.
I mean,
I would love to see you in full stride, Donald.
Nah, yeah.
Some Forrest Gump shit.
They don't even care.
Cheek to cheek, baby.
Bump the returner, just go smack somebody. But yeah, I was fortunate enough not to have to do it. So it was just kind of like they believed in my ability on offense to be able to stay and, make something of myself.
Yeah, I mean, so talk to us through what motivates you? I mean, you go to a small school. I went to a D2 school in high school. What motivates you?
Why you get out of bed, bro? Why do you get out of bed every day?
Yeah.
I'd say just creating a life for myself.
Yeah.
Then also
you versus you.
Facts. And then also just believe in God that I have an ability that I can show people what I can do.
Right.
And then glorify his name in it. And so it's just kind of like I have this ability and I'm just keep going. And I mean, I don't have any other reason to not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, you're blessed. I mean, you got
the
to.
ability that I have,
Right.
6'8".
I was just saying.
So yeah, I mean, then also, the younger generation.
Of course.
So many people that look up to me.
You got little bros.
Yeah. So I mean, I have, my family as well. They support me in all my transgressions and all the things that I have going on in my life. So I just like to use them as fuel to the fire to just keep.
I love that, bro.
Yeah.
The Chargers itself. I mean, the NFL. It's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
But you've been in some other franchises. Mm-hmm. How's the Chargers franchise? I mean, you guys had some hype last year. Justin Herbert's your dude. What's your relationship with him? Is he him? I mean,
it's so funny. Like, people see him, in commercials and on the field, and he's balling, doing all this and that. But like, this guy's the most reserved guy I've ever been around. Like, I thought I was reserved.
I do think you're reserved.
Like, he's on a different level. Like,
really,
he hates cameras. He hates talking in front of the media and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, like, he's a humble person.
Yeah,
good.
And he's a good dude to be around, and he's a good friend to have.
Right.
Good number to call. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want those guys in your foxhole, bro.
For
Absolutely.
Sure. Absolutely.
What about? I mean, and I gotta ask, being a wideout myself, like, I don't think Keenan Allen gets the respect he deserves. Mm-hmm. What's it like from a tight end perspective, understanding you're with a technician like him who's mastered the craft of route running? Like, what have you learned from him? Or is there a dude on the Chargers that has really took you under their wing and helped you blossom into the player you are today?
No, it'd have to definitely be Keenan. He's taught me so much in terms of how to move your body, how to control your body, and certain planes of
right.
So it's just it's surreal to even see him practice and run routes and all that kind of stuff, because it's like he moves insanely different. Like,
it's different.
Like, some of the things he does is just like, there's no way you can do that. That's not supposed to be humanly possible. But to see him do it, and it's like, okay, try and replicate it and implicate it into my game.
Right.
It's like he always, giving me pointers and stuff like that and how to do it. And so it's something special, because it's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime thing and a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
He's for sure Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
for sure.
I think he, and again, I say this maybe, so Coach Tedford, our coach at Fresno State,
mm-hmm.
he was the coach at Cal, mm-hmm. while Aaron Rodgers, Marshawn Lynch, D-Jack, Keenan were there, all these dudes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And fucking era, bro. And he's got some stories. I mean, and I'm talking like stories of like, yo, that's awesome, but also some stories are like, hey, we've been up 31-0 and lost. Don't think, don't think it's over because you're up at halftime type shit. Yeah. And which, honestly, I mean, I think we've all can agree at this point. Like, you learn a lot of life lessons to become a man through the sport of football, which is why it's so beautiful at the same time.
Yeah.
But anyways, he talks about Keenan Allen and being a receiver in his offense. Like, we used to watch. I don't know the year of Keenan Allen's Cal tape, but like, bro, to watch him on the outside and Deshaun Jackson in the inside getting thrown to by Aaron Rodgers with Marshawn Lynch as the fucking quarterback,
insane,
as the running back, and they're like, all right, go do this, and you're just like, bro, that's Aaron Rodgers, Marshawn Lynch, D-Jack, and Keenan Allen. What the fuck am I? Are you kidding me? You think I'm gonna whip out like that, bro? This shit's out of pocket. Yeah. So I mean, kudos to him. I actually, funny ass story. When I was living out in Utah, have you guys ever been to Park City, Utah?
It's great place. I like it.
Salt Lake,
great place.
You been?
Mm-hmm.
So I lived there for 2 years.
Okay.
And I was out there training, and it was fucking awesome. But I was out in Park City one day, which is where I would actually like live and train at the Olympic facility. And there was a couple bars out by, and my boys were in town. Coop, Beach, all the boys, the fellas.
Yeah.
And anyways, we go out. It's like a 4-story bar. It's called No Name Saloon. Lit. And it's rooftop bar. It's kind of like drizzling snow, but there's live music. Everyone's fist, not like some EDM shit. It's like good vibes.
No, yeah,
good vibes. Everyone's got a little. As long as you got a little coat on, you're chilling, bro. A little fireball shot here and there, it's fine. Bro, I swear to God, and if I get Keenan on the pod someday, I'm gonna gas his ass about it if he fucked with me. I said it was a bald dude with the same beard, same build, and I've been watching Keenan Allen all of college football. I'm like, this is fucking Keenan Allen, bro. And I'm not trying to be like, all right, this is a light-skinned fucking black dude with like a bald head and a beard. Yeah. But I Googled him and I was trying to see, because like tattoos, you could kind of tell, right? Mm-hmm. Bro, I swear that fucking like first, like wrist to like elbow, I was like, that's fucking Keenan Allen. And I go up to him and he was with some chicks. They weren't scale of 1 to 10, can't use a 7. They were an 8. They weren't a 6. I'll give it to them. But I was like, I feel like Keenan Allen would be more low key out of this. But also, it's Park City, so like maybe he's, bro. It's a place to ball.
Yeah.
It's like a Newport Beach for the snow.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, bro, like I don't want to be that dude. Like, are you Keenan Allen? And he goes, no, bro. Everyone says that. And I was like, okay. And I just walked away. But I'm thinking to myself, if I was Keenan Allen, I would say the same shit, bro. Nah, bro, that's not me. But
Yeah.
it looks like me, huh?
That'd be funny.
And I was,
That'd be funny.
how can't you, bro?
So you still like to this day, you're like that was.
I thought about it maybe twice a year. Not that not that I would act any different. Like I'm not gonna be. There's nothing to fanboy about. Like if anything, I'd be like, hey, bro, I'll take a shot, like something like that. I'm not gonna be weird about shit. But like, I think as soon as I thought it, I said, damn, that was Keenan Allen. He just fucking didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
And that was his excuse. I was like, that's just fucking smart as shit.
You have to get him on the pod. Gotta get him on one day.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, so let's talk about the tight end position as a whole. Are you a tight end guy? With like Kittle and all those dudes?
I haven't been out there. No, I need to.
You trying to be?
I need to go. They actually invited me last year, but I was out of town.
Oh man, it looks lit.
I was gonna say, I feel like you got to get in those.
Yeah.
How is the tight end position like evolving? I think honestly, this hot take, out of every sport specific position, I think the tight end position in football is evolving faster than any position in sports.
100%.
It's like a revolving door, though. It's like one day they'll want a receiver, one day they'll want a blocker, one day they'll want a hybrid.
Can you do it all?
I feel like I can do it all, yeah.
What would you say? Are you more on the receiver side or the blocking side right now?
More on the receiver side.
Six,
but
eight.
I can block, so
6'8".
yeah.
Let me tell you what. You see my little son running around here? He's going to play tight end. If he plays football, we're going for basketball.
Facts.
He will play tight end. If
So,
he plays basketball, he will play.
Your son, he's walking at 6 months old, right?
No.
But he's projected to be like 7'2" right now, right?
No, he's big, but we're gonna play basketball.
Boy's
But if
thick.
we play football, we're definitely playing tight end. I mean, bro, tight end is such a unique position to me. I play linebacker, obviously, so like I have to guard tight ends. You know, it's like you put a safety on them or you put a linebacker on them. Like it's a mismatch.
Right.
The tight ends nowadays in this league are wide receivers who play tight end.
Yeah.
You don't even have to block anymore. They arc release. It's crazy. Like you'll have a blocking tight end, and you'll have a hybrid tight end, and you'll have a receiver tight end. There's 3 tight ends all the time on every roster.
Yep.
And some of those tight ends go in the game just because I'm not going to block you, but you can't guard me.
Who's your role model on tight ends right now?
It'd probably have to be AG, Antonio Gates.
Because he's also in the organization, or what?
Yeah.
Well, he was everything.
That, and just because he's literally a Hall of Famer. Like
Who's the dude in the league right now? You're like, bro, that's the dude I'm trying to beat.
in the league right now.
It has to be Travis or
Travis or dude. I've played against the Chiefs.
A Kittle's in there has to. Yeah.
I've played against the Chiefs. I've studied filming them. All week long, he's the guy. He's the guy, like, we got to shut this guy down.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Tyreek Hill, like, don't get me wrong. Tyreek Hill is one of the best shooters in the league. Like, he's great, fast as hell. Can't guard him.
Oh, Tyreek Hill. Yeah.
Travis Kelce is that guy.
Yeah.
Like, he is the dude. We got to take this guy out, and he's open every play.
Well, we
it
talked
doesn't
about
matter
it
where
today.
he's open every play.
So I listened to another podcast, Busting with the Boys. Boys, what the fuck? Let's collab. But George Kittle was on, and he was talking about, they were just saying, like, hey, Travis Kelce's changing the tight end position. He's like, hey, you know, they were asking him if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt in the Super Bowl, if they wouldn't got hurt in the championship game, if they would have beat the Eagles, and then if they would have beat the Chiefs, that's a lot of, like, that's a rabbit hole.
Kind of crazy to ask
that's just they're boys. It's like me asking you. It's they're that good of boys, which I wouldn't even ask that, like, on a podcast, but, like, I get it, clickbait, whatever. But Kittle's response is pretty much like, dude, what Kittle does well, he does well, and, like, he knows that. And Kittle and Kelce are very different in their retrospect.
Very different.
But one thing he said, he was like, if George Kittle, were to go on the Chiefs, you know, right now, become part of their program, all this, I would not have the success Travis Kelce has, because bro, the chemistry that Kelsey and Mahomes have, like,
it's different.
It's I'm sorry, Kittle literally said, dude, he'll tell Travis in a huddle, like, yo, go run 10 yards and like be over the middle.
Yeah, just come back.
Just figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
And how are you supposed to guard that, Mike, from a defensive position?
Bro, like you can't guard that, bro. Like there's a certain point, like in my head, just not giving too many tips out there, but like once the receiver
this ain't Mike's
past
tips.
He gets past 10 yards, I know what he's doing. Like if you run straight for 10 yards, I know what you're doing.
Yo, real quick.
So
Mike, there's a fucking
what is that?
There's a road runner back there, bro. I swear to God, bro, there's a road runner back there. Anyway, it was Mike, it's right there.
It's literally on the window.
I swear to God.
No, don't pay no mind. They just run to the window. It's okay.
No, I'm gonna catch this motherfucker, bro.
Anyways, but like the thing is, so as a defensive player, when a receiver runs a certain type of route, like certain type of yards up the field, you know what they're going. You know, right. They're going to come out, he's going straight, or he's breaking it in. Travis Kelce's a unique player because he will run 15 yards down the field and then come back to the receiver. You're a tight end. If you're a tight end, in my head, okay, you got this route. Right. Yeah, it's right here. The route tree's about that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Travis Kelce has the freedom to do whatever.
Well, that is something you can't draft, you can't trade for, you can't do anything. It just develops. And people talk about.
But talk us through, like, okay, so you play tight end, right?
Right.
If you go out there and you do the shit Travis Kelce does, you might never play again.
You might get cut. You might get cut
by the end of the game.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going home.
It takes, even just for me playing, like me and my agent, we get so frustrated talking back and forth about, like, I'm like, dude, like, yeah, the coach wanted me to hit this hole, but like, I'm like, dude, there's a guy right there. I'm a backdoor and make the play. He's like, dude, sometimes you got to just run to that wall.
Yeah.
Talk to us to the frustration of that. Like you play tight end, you've been with the guys in your group, the guys who start, or the guys who are like, you know, the guys at tight end and stuff like that. And obviously you play. I've seen your stats. I played against you. You know, you're a good player, bro. Like I'm just saying, but like talking about the frustration it takes of like this guy can do this, but you can't, even though you know you can do that. You know.
Mm-hmm. So like our OC from last year, he called it guidelines guy versus by the book.
Yeah,
I like that.
Guidelines guy is like, okay, you can do what you need to do to get open as long as it's somewhat in the range of what I wanted you to do.
You gotta stay between these lines.
Right. But then it's like that by the book guy's like, okay, you know what I mean? You gotta do it this way.
You better do it this way.
My way or the highway type
and
shit.
That guy is like Keenan Allen versus the rookie receiver.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like it depends
You got
on
a different pool, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on your years in the league,
right?
How well they can trust you.
No, that's exactly what it is, and it's the most frustrating thing in the world because you know, like I could do this,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like if I do that,
it's just you got to wait your turn, and you got to make the plays that come to you. So and then once you get that merit and you get that trust, then shoot, all bets.
Well, we're talking Kelsey Mahomes here, and like I want to give a kudos to almost like. But Tom Brady, and people say this all the time, like, all right, Tom Brady, he had Randy Moss at one point. He had Gronkowski. He had some dudes, but there were certain years, which again, white boys make noise. I'm gonna rep my guys here, okay? Julian Edelman's my white elephant I want on the podcast. But like, dude, the reason they had success at one point wasn't because, oh shit, look how skilled these dudes are. They were just on the same page.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think like I had quarterbacks in high school where he gives me like a little little chin strap rub, and all of a sudden I'm going inside release, even though I'm supposed to go outside release right there.
Yeah.
I'm going inside release. He's gonna bang my shit. I'm gonna fucking beat this safety and skate.
Yeah.
And it's like it's harder to do that the more you progress. When you're on Pop Warner and you got that, and you and your best friend your wide receiver and quarterback or tight end and quarterback, whatever it is. Hey, guess what? I learned this too early on. My dad told me this. Listen, man, there's a lot of ways you should learn how to tackle. Wrap up, get the shoulder. You get that motherfucker down, no one's going to tell you shit.
Put him on the ground.
Facts.
On the ground.
Hey, you're supposed to get open a certain way, outside release, this, other. You catch that first down, no one's going to say shit.
Facts.
Yeah, no,
fuck that, bro.
Find
a way. Find a way, baby. Yeah. That's life, man. Anything you do in this world, find a way to be successful. I don't care what it is, what you're approaching, the way you're going to go about it. Find a way, figure it out. And I think we're talking about with Sean or maybe Gronk. They're all getting mixed up now. But bro, God gives you doors in this world, right? And sometimes you could just slither your way through them.
Mm-hmm.
You just keep stepping. And Danny Woodhead taught me this. Well, he didn't teach me this, but he said it, and it was a good clip.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he was just like, bro, sometimes God doesn't give you doors, and you got to build your own door up and then bust that bitch down.
Yeah.
Because shit doesn't always go your way. It's not always sweet. It's just part of the deal. The league is a business. I mean, Donald, you're gonna. I've known Donald for like 49 minutes now. Donald, you're gonna show up to work and do your job.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You're gonna be assignment perfect. You're trying to provide for your name, your family, your future.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be the dude who fucks this up. I don't know what that was, but that is much easier said on a podcast than being done every single day. No matter what the circumstance, it doesn't matter if you're fucking tired or shit. Maybe the draft's in 2 weeks. Maybe they drafted tight end in the second round. Guess what? Everybody else, all the Chargers organization saying, "Oh yeah, we got this dude coming." What are you thinking? Bet.
Okay, bet. Yeah.
Bet.
Exactly.
You don't think I can handle it? Bet.
Right.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Exactly.
And I'm not putting words in your mouth, but like, because you had that D1 AA experience, that grit, you're the older brother, you understand the experience. Your younger brother, swole as shit, would beat you in a wrestling match. Like,
Hey,
I'm saying
that though. Don't tell him.
Yeah,
that.
don't tell him that.
but you got what you know. When there's a task at hand, you have a mindset on how to approach it to be successful, to be the best version of yourself you could possibly be.
Exactly.
And bro, what else do you want as a man?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say, like, wrapping up here. I mean, I played against you guys last year. I think you guys have a great organization. I think you guys are going in the right direction. Hell of a dude. We train together, like I said.
Yeah.
Expectations going to next year. I mean, it's open. I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm watching just like you're watching.
Yeah,
You sign back. I mean, the tight end position's open. So, like, what's your expectations? What's going through your head? Like, we're about to get ready to go to OTAs. Like, what you got going through your mind?
Also, what's your favorite jersey of the Chargers combo? Because they might have the iciest jerseys in the league.
Probably the Navies.
You like the Navies?
I would have said baby blue, and
I
I
want
fucking
the
close.
powder. I want the powder.
The powders.
I don't want the powder. Love it.
I
Donald,
hate
I'll
them
tell you
yellow
what.
Pants, to be honest.
Donald, I'll tell you what. If you hate the powder so much, ship me one. I'll put it up on my wall and bring the juice studio.
Yeah.
Bet. But no, man.
I'm not joking.
This year, I think just being the best athlete I can, being the best person I can, and then believing in God all season and glorifying His name.
It makes something happen. Yes, sir.
Donald, respect the shit out of you, bro. Honestly, appreciate you coming on Bring the Juice. Appreciate the patience. I know we've had a long day.
You're good.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. Dead ass. And you know what?
I appreciate
prayers to you, to your family. Wishing you the best health, safety, wellness, the whole thing. Congratulations on the new contract. Hey, man, just like anything. I had this clip last week. I forget who the hell it was with, but like when you climb one mountain, you want to get complacent almost of like, hey, look where I've come.
Right.
And it takes a sense of maturity as a man, as an adult, as a man chasing greatness of saying like, nah, I'm gonna look up and find another mountain to chase. Yeah. Keep going, creating your own mountains, creating your own challenges. So keep doing your thing, Donald. I mean, bro, you're a great example to any young athlete out there. So shit, cheers to you. Follow Donald on the gram. Check out the Chargers this year. Check out his new powder blue jersey he doesn't want in the Bring the Juice studio. I'm best believe I'm coming to LA.
Yeah,
That's a quick 3 hours for me.
California thing's quick.
Yeah, it's easy for
sure.
me. And keep those knees healthy, man.
Absolutely.
6'8".
For sure.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, appreciate you.